Well, as you guessed, we're going to be talking about hooks in this section. What they are and how you can compose a good catchy hook for your song. A hook is, as the name implies, used for fishing, in this case for the attention of the audience. With the best hooks, you can instantaneously recognize a song, sometimes even before the hook is finished. It's something you can sing along with, tap your foot to, hum, whistle, or growl. It's what, in a lot of cases, defines the song. Now, you might have forgotten the lyrics or which band or artist made the song popular, but you remember the hook. Many pop, rock, blues, and funk hit songs have used some kind of a hook, which could be as simple as one rhythmically played chord, a few double stops, could be played at the beginning of a song, or pop up in the chorus. Now you can get hooked to a song through any aspect: melody, harmony, rhythm, and lyrics. Now there's some important guidelines for writing catchy hooks, which we'll discuss here. First off, the hook needs to be short enough to be remembered. Now, although some bands use long intros or solos that are played verbatim when they play out live, you can't consider this to be a hook. Think about the guitar solo in Hotel California by the Eagles, or the intro solo to Fade to Black by Metallica. In live performances, they will play the exact same thing over and over again, but both are too long to function as a hook. Hook advice number 1. Keep it short and make it stick. A hook can be played only once or keep occurring throughout the song. There's no rule on how many times it needs to be played. Often it'll be part of a chorus because this is where the main musical message of the song lies. Every time you get to the chorus, the hook is repeated, preferably with the title of the song. Through this repetition, it makes the audience remember the title. Lyrics are harder to remember when they're separated from the music. Do you ever try to learn a poem by heart? It's tougher than singing along with a song. Now, this is the reason why in earlier days we had transmission of information through rhyming songs. The rhyme, rhythm, and the melody made it easier to remember what was being sung. A hook in a song can have the same effect, but the attention span of the modern listener is short. So, go in, do the job, get out. Hook advice number 2. Hooks need a solid rhythm. Sometimes just a chord groove can be enough to function as a hook. If the chord has a specific character or the chord progression uses a chord trick, it will catch the ear quicker. Here's 2. Now both use simple chords, a 7 sus4 and a trick on a D shape. The rhythm is very clear, and you can tap your foot to it immediately. Listen to drum grooves for inspiration, especially when they play a fill. Often these rhythms can function as a basis for a chord groove. Or try the rhythmic feel of a certain hook that you like and change the chord progression, use a different chord trick, or mix up the rhythm. Recognize this one? Most pop and rock hooks use syncopation. Make it an integral part of your hook. Strange jumps in timing, pauses at unexpected places, a weird counterintuitive groove, all this helps to make the ear perk up. Changing solid hooks from hit songs around gives you a good feel for what works. Before you know it, you'll end up with something original. And you might even forget where you borrowed it from. Hook advice number 3. If you want to add a hook to a song that's already done, use rhythms and chord sequences that are already there. Look for the progression in the chorus and use part of it as a hook. Try copying part of the melody in the chorus, or copy the rhythm of the vocal line in harmonized chords. Hook advice number 4. Underline a melodic hook with lyrics, preferably the title. This next snippet is from my composition, Caught in the Headlights. Let's listen to the intro. As you can hear, it starts with this melodic and rhythmic hook with an attention-grabbing attitude. The groove is a quarter triplet, but the drums is a 16th feel. Now listen to the end of the chorus. This is where the hook is supported by the lyrics. By playing a hook at the very end of a chorus, the transition from this high-energy statement back to the verse or on to the bridge is most dramatic. And you want drama.
Caught in the headlights, a frightened deer that can break free, never make it to daylight. Roadkill on this dead-end street, lost in a dark fight, running with a tail between my legs, poisoned by snake bites. Where do I go from here? She had a
Hook advice number 5. In melodic hooks, stick to stable chord tones. You want your hook to be remembered. Stable melody notes are stronger and chord tones need to be the primary melody notes of the hook. Use the root of the background chord or chords, the 5th or the 3rd as target notes. Open-ended hooks are a rare breed, but they do exist. Ending a hook on a non-chord tone or a higher extension like a flatted 7th weakens the intensity. Hook advice number 6. In a melodic hook, use attention-grabbing tools like a large jump in interval, one or more double stops, a bend, a slide, and so on. Large intervallic jumps get more stress and attention from your audience. It's the easiest way to grab their attention. Double stops suggest toughness and solidity. Use them if the song begs for it. Slides, bends, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and vibrato are all devices that simulate speech or singing. As a guitarist, we have a great tool to copy vocal inflections by using these techniques. If you have a lyrical hook, use some of these techniques. They're very smooth. Another thing you can do with a short melodic hook is to loop it and to alter the background chords. Listen to an example. The melodies are repeated over and over while the background chords change. The strength of the melody notes, their stableness and color will change accordingly. Sometimes you can shape a 3-note lick into a hook by doing this. Hook advice number 7. Try the capo. As we've seen in the chapter about the capo, you can create some special effects with this tool. By effectively transposing the grips to another set of chords and scales, you can use melodic and harmonic tricks from the new key. Now, if your song is in the key of G, for instance, and it has a bluesy feel to it, you can't really use open strings in your hook. The chord grips in melodic tricks in G all have an open major scale sound. By putting the capo on the 5th fret, my G major chord will now have a D major chord shape, and the other chords from my G major song will have effectively been transposed to this new key. This means that with my capo I can now use D-shaped blues tricks, some open strings and double stops that will have that bluesy, edgy sound I'm looking for. It's great for writing hooks, So give the capo a try. Hook advice number 8. Use an AB or ABAC pattern. Question and answer are an integrated part of all elements of music. A good hook uses these patterns. Make a statement A and answer it with a different statement B. And you'll get or do the same, but follow it up by repeating statement A and ending it with a variation on statement B, which we'll call statement C. Statement A, statement B, statement A again, ending with statement C. Now these structures will help remembering the hook. Hook advice number 9. Don't use too many. Don't overload your song by using more than 1 or 2 clearly distinguishable hooks. Keep your powder dry and the ears fresh. Nobody in your audience likes to be shouted at for the duration of the song. Incorporating a lot of catchy hooks distracts from other elements in the music. Hook advice number 10. Use short, catchy phrases in your lyrics. Although we haven't gotten into writing lyrics a lot, this one is important for composing hooks. If you want a memorable hook that supports a lyric, use common expressions, statements, proverbs. Short is the way to go. Caught in the headlights. Still got the blues. Tie a yellow ribbon. Delia's gone. Use the speech pattern and inflections of these expressions or short statements as a first inspiration to a melodic line. Put it into the harmonic context, look at strong melody notes, and start puzzling. A lot of great hooks come from improvising over a composed chord progression. Now take your time doing this. Push record when you stumble on something catchy. A hook can add to a good composition, but it can't make or break it. A bad song with a good hook is still a bad song. A good song with a lousy hook can still be a good song. Take some time in studying hooks of hit songs. Study the intros and look at the chorus. What techniques are being used? What is the groove? What is the relationship of the melody to the background chords, and so on? There's no set formula to write a memorable hook, but there is a lot to learn from writers that have scored hits. And the last advice I'd like to give you for writing hooks is simple. That is, keep it simple. Simple is what your audience wants. Simple is what sticks. Keep your hooks simple.